All right, everybody, welcome back to Lake City Variety. What is this episode? I don't even know anymore.
Who cares? It's part 2.
It's part two. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo of our Candlekeep mystery. I realized last week that I had said, yeah, sorry you missed part 2, but we did that in private, not part 1. But then I realized that we did a different Bruno D&D adventure for this show and not a Candlekeep mystery. So if you're like, when did they record this? What did they do? Like, are we supposed to know these characters? No, you're not. I'm sorry. This is my bad.
Now.
You do now, as of now. But
Well, except
I
for
suck. And it was my bad, honestly. Sorry. Don't mean to confuse you. But last week was the first time you'd ever heard of any of these characters. So, anyway, Bruno is back again. I hope so because he's DMing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you
No
want
place I would
to
rather be.
set the mood back to where we were?
Yeah,
last week?
absolutely. Thank you, DJ Levi, for throwing on these nice,
These sick beats that he made.
this nice background ambiance.
Yeah.
Our adventurers are just outside. Ooh, that.
Okay,
I mean,
that-
just inside.
That was
now.
good timing.
Just outside of this mysterious house that they were led to by this treasure map. It is a fairly large stone house with a turret on one side, a stone turret as if what would be on the side of a castle or a large wall. There is a graveyard just to the south of it. The sun has just set, and the ravens that were perched around the house as we ended the last session, they all look towards the setting sun and begin to fly away, except for 4 of them fly what looks like into the top of the house.
Mm.
Did any of them only have one arm?
No, they all had wings. None of them had arms.
All right, we're not making that connection yet. I'm sure it will come up.
We'll get there.
You wouldn't give that.
Did any of them
detail
look like a
week
teenage
ago.
girl?
Did any of them?
Did any of the ravens look like a teenage girl?
Yes.
Were any of them really afraid of wolves?
Did any of you bark at one? I don't.
Woof.
Nothing happens.
Oh man.
But you see,
Oh, that's a bummer. That's once per long rest. Sorry, I'm
We're-
reading my character sheet.
no, you're good. When you see the birds fly into the top of the house through what must be some kind of hole in the shingles, you do see a soft flicker of what seems like a candle from the top of the roof that moves from one window but is not there. Like you try to follow which way the candle's moving, but is not there after a couple seconds, which should easily be covered during that time. So, spooky candle appeared and then disappeared in the one of the topmost floor.
Spoopy candle.
Spooky candle.
Spoopy candle.
The outside of the house, like I said, is all this very it's well built. It's a well built house of stone, but the windows on the outside are mostly all boarded up windows. A few of them are busted. A few of them you can see that there's just drapes covering the windows to the inside. There's no glass panes there. But as you approach the house, there is a single wood front door with rusting iron hinges on it.
As a preemptive move, as I approach this here abode, that's a good word,
Yeah.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
While he's doing that, I would like to use my action, because it does take an action to summon my weapon, I like to summon my spoopy Yilqua.
Great.
Yeah.
How long does that last
It's-
indefinitely?
Until I make it go away.
You dismiss
or
it?
die.
Okay.
And
I mean, it doesn't disappear when I die. It's just that
Yeah.
it's normal when I die.
Yeah.
And also, I believe it does count as magic. I will double check reading that, but I believe it does. It counts as magical, so it's I have
So,
a magical.
Eliot, you see a magical Yilqua glowing as Elris is holding this.
That's a nice sword you've got there.
It's not
Can
a
I-
sword, but okay.
I'm gonna pull out my mace and cast the light cantrip on it.
But thank you.
Sounds great. So you
Nice
have
sword.
And now my
It's closer
mace
to a
literally
spear,
just
but yeah. okay.
illuminates it.
illuminates a
sword you got
20-foot
there.
radius around us.
Sounds great.
And there's another 20 feet of dim light.
Great.
It's a very long handle to it, but
It's
looks
closer,
like it handles
it's closer
well.
to a spear.
So
than a
you
sword.
see the glowing Yilqua with detect magic. You also see the top of his mace that is illuminating light. But you do not see anything else just looking at the house.
excellent.
Not looking at the outside of the house, I should say, because you can't see through walls or anything using detect
Correct.
magic. Yeah. All right. What would you like to do?
Well, boys, it seems as though we should approach this here abode. How would we like to do that? Shall we make our presence known, or shall we?
I think we just,
Well,
creep our way in. I mean, there's no point in being really loud about stuff, but I mean, also we are intruding.
Yeah. Unless you'd like to make our presence known and negotiate with whoever's in the house.
Like I said, I've never met a person who hasn't been able to be reasoned with. However, in this circumstance,
I have lost my powers of persuasion until I am taking a nap again, though, boys.
In this circumstance, it
Fair
does seem
enough.
as the last known visitor of this here location did not fare well.
Yeah, the mysterious man.
So I believe we should approach with some caution to this situation.
So should I put out my light?
I think that
I'm gonna-
they probably already know we are here.
I'll keep my light
I
out.
would assume so.
Yeah.
Shall we open the door then?
Go ahead.
Do I see if there are any traps
I'm gonna.
as I kind of...
I suppose it's better to knock than anything, but I'm also terrified to knock, honestly. I really don't want to. I also know that we should go here, but I don't want to.
While he's talking, I'm looking around the door for ropes, for any kind of like hinges on the ground. I just
You
looking
don't
to see if
see
this door is
anything
booby
like
trapped.
that, but you can tell the door appears to be barred from the inside.
A bard? Where?
Bard.
Can he play for us?
right here.
You also, as you step up to the door, you hear the sound of like this huffing. It's not really growling, like snorting sound coming from within the house. It doesn't sound like it's on the opposite side of the door, but from like deep within the house, you hear this like snorting, heavily breathing.
Awesome.
Do any of you hear the breathing from inside the house?
They are too far away. You are the only one who's walked up to the door.
Great. Something's in the house.
You also hear that. All three of you heard that.
Terrifying
And it-
little child.
all three.
Absolutely hate this place.
All,
I just want everyone to know that.
all three of you for real hear that coming from the upstairs of the house.
Well,
Bruno, I hate horror games.
Is there any way that I could see into?
We're supposed to be in a library.
Is there any way I could see into the house?
is
Are
like
there
a
any
library.
ground level windows that I could look in?
Some of them are covered in drapes, but you can. Are you gonna walk around the perimeter of the house?
Just to whoever is the closest, like, window that I could see by the door.
If you walk around the
Door.
north side of the house, there looks like there are a few boarded up windows that maybe you
Okay.
could try to peek through, or if you walked around the south side of the house, there's no direct windows on the side of the house where this door is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head to the north side of the house and look through that window.
All right, make for me an investigation check.
Have fun.
It's
What a great soundtrack. to
6.
find.
I hate this. I hate this so, I hate it so much.
6.
I
6.
really do.
6.
I've
you
never hated
as you
anything- I've never
as you
hated
look
anything
in,
more.
you can see there is looks to be a fireplace
Awesome.
on the western side of this wall. So you're looking in this way, and over on the western side of the room you see a fireplace with a few antlers that's mounted over it, and several cobwebs and like hanging sheets that have been draped over the antlers over this mantelpiece. Also, do you have dark vision?
That I do not.
That is all you are able to see in this room.
Mm.
I do. I have dark vision.
That's good.
I'm gonna go behind him because I'm not being left out here or going in alone.
Roll investigation.
I think I'm better at that too.
Very nice.
Let me double check.
Give a nice peaksy doodle in there.
I'm Leo. Okay. Investigation.
Mhm.
16.
Awesome. So you see that this looks like it was some kind of living room. As you just peek in the window, it looks like there's some couches or something that have been covered in like that are very dusty, but they're covered in like sheets as if to protect like whatever material was underneath of them. But it's just it's full of holes as if it's been like eaten through and stuff like that. As you look across the room, because of your dark vision, you do see a staircase on the east side of the room, opposite of the fireplace, that's leading up to like a lofted area that has a door on it. There is a door hanging slightly open straight ahead of you to the south, and another hallway that you can't see to the end of, kind of in the southwest corner of the room past the fireplace.
Okay. Donkey Dave, go ahead, lead the way.
You're on the side of the house. There's no door here.
The window is boarded, is it not?
Yeah.
Boarded. My wanty amigo here. Can you see the front door through the room that we're looking in here?
He cannot.
I
There is a
cannot.
in the direction where you're still standing by the front door, right?
Yeah.
So looking towards that east corner of the house, it looks like there is a door in between the front door and wherever the outwardmost door is in this space.
So he can see a door from
He
the
can
window?
see a door, but
But
it's
it's not
not
the
the
front door.
Okay.
Okay. It's like an outward facing.
Yeah, so it's in the same direction as the front door would be.
Yeah,
Okay.
just not the front door.
Can you see? Is it like barred? Is it locked at all?
It is not barred.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's not barred in any way. I mean, the only barrier to entry is
You hear
the overwhelming fear.
another mimicking child laugh coming from the attic of this building.
Do we know it's a mimicking child?
It sounds exactly like the sound we heard just previously.
Oh, awesome. Let's just go to that door.
Okay. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
I am the unseen servant.
The
Oh.
Unseen Servant.
How annoying would it be if they
doesn't
were actually
talk.
loud, even though they were unseen?
Unseen Servant doesn't talk.
Do I see them walk towards the
Oh
store?
wait, no, I don't, because I still
I'll
have detect
Go
magic
find them.
up,
Okay, you just walk around the corner.
and I'm
You
not
can
going
see
to
them
break
on the side of the door.
concentration. So
Oh yeah, that troll is out of my
Yeah.
control by now, purely because I've rested and or done other things.
Mhm.
Even though it
Okay.
technically could be, but I'm gonna say I lost it because I
Yeah.
got shot twice.
So I'm not casting unseen
You're
servant.
not
I'm
casting.
keeping my detect magic on.
Great.
Yeah, I'll lead the way through the door.
The door
Great.
is locked.
Crap.
Crap. Is that what you said?
Well,
Oh, yep.
Well, mister, do you want to use your sword on a stick? Knock this here door down?
It's not a sword on a stick, but I mean, fine. I could do.
I mean, I could hit this door if you really
I
wanted
could really
to.
hit the door. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Well, do we want to
Since
try
Eldritch
knocking
Blast
first?
is force damage, can I try to use that to break the door off of its hinges?
Sure.
Cool. Do I have to roll the hit or
Mhm.
anything?
Roll to hit.
Okay. Oof. 10.
It's like you can hear
It's a door.
a faint poof as
Oh,
some force, some energy hits this door. And
Yeah.
then
So I
dissipates.
take my sword on a stick, and I point the butt of the butt of the shaft
Mhm.
at the door, and release a green and blue beam of energy. Looks not crackling in any sort of way, more like a Kamehameha wave,
Yeah.
but green and blue,
Great.
and it slams into the door. And then it just does that.
Sweet.
That's all.
The door remains locked.
Hmm. Um.
Well, might as well keep walking around, see if there's another way in. Why don't we?
I was hoping that'd be acid damage, but it's not. I could try to melt the lock.
Why don't we?
Is anyone here actually strong?
Are you gonna walk the north way around the?
I mean, I can try to pick the lock, but I don't have tools.
Well, that's.
I just have
I guess we can't pick the lock then.
like I have like a tweezers for my healer's kit,
Nice. Okay.
so I could get in there.
No, I don't have anything. I've
I
got like a
don't-
protractor, I guess, for my or for my cartographer's tools.
Great. So you're
Yeah,
not
I got a
trying
protractor
to,
and a compass, and a TI 84 plus CE graphing calculator.
Nice. So are we done at this door? Do you want to walk
Here.
north or south around the house?
Bruno, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So if thaumaturgy says that I can cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut, could I try to unbar the door? Like, I don't know, can I see could I have seen the thing barring the door at all or been able to interact at all with it?
No, there was no
'Kay.
way to see this from the where you're at.
Great. Okay. That's all I had to ask.
Yep, you're good. North or south? Which way would you like to go?
To the north, please.
So you walk back around the corner to where you saw into what seemed like the living area of this room.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of like the windows you looked in are kind of semicircular, almost like they bulge out, kind of like a bay, what would have been a bay window, but broken into 3 separate windows. So you
Okay.
looked in there. As you walk about 60 feet or so to the corner of the house, it turns the corner and you can see the chimney at the back, presumably where the fireplace was that you saw in the living room. And there is no doors or windows on this side of the house either. And you can see along the wall all the way till it gets to the turret on the outside that it begins curving around
Okay.
towards the south side of the house.
Cool. Cool.
So we've done like a full lap of the house at this point,
You've walked halfway around the house.
halfway around the house.
Should we keep going?
Might as well.
As you, yep, as
Keep
you
testing doors as we go around, just see if anything's unlocked.
as you walk around the turret. Now you're on the most south side of the house, in between the house actually and the graveyard. So the graveyard is on your right with a 7-foot high iron fence with spikes at the top. On this side of the house though, there is a window that appears to it has boards on it again, but it doesn't look like it's barred or completely closed from you being able to see in there.
Okay. Cool.
Should we peek in there?
Yeah, give it a go.
I'll give it a peek.
Give it a peek, please.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Beautiful.
You have dark vision, or is your mace glowing?
I mean, my mace is still glowing because
Sweet.
It's cool like that.
19.
Nice.
19. That is so good. So you see some mice scurrying across the floor away from your light. This room smells pretty bad, like rotting food. You can see that there are pots and pans hanging from the ceiling around the edges of this room. There is several barrels of what you can assume is rations. It looks like there's some rotting food on the counter, as well as some newer food. You can distinctly see the difference between the new food and the old food. And there is a sink in this room, as well as an oven. The sink has dirty dishes next to it, as well as some dishes that have been stacked neatly on the other side.
Okay. And this window's more or less boarded up.
Yeah, you can see pretty well through it though. You couldn't crawl through it without breaking some of the boards, but you can see
So
through
you
it.
could go through it.
Do we break some boards? It's going to make a lot of noise.
So I mean, at this point, they already know we're here.
Is there like an exterior door somewhere within this room that I could see?
Oh, the only door that you have come across is the door up front.
Okay.
So we could also try to go in the front door, too.
Mm-hmm.
As you're sitting here, kind of discussing what you're doing, you hear the sound of breaking glass coming from what must be like the next room over to this one.
Well, I mean, they obviously don't care.
Like...
If they're breaking a window, I think that'd be fine if we could break a window.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, that seems fine.
Do we
They
go
don't seem to
find
care
them
about
if
their
they're
own
breaking a
house.
window? See who's coming to see us?
At this point, it doesn't matter. Let's just go.
I want to head towards that sound.
All
I
right.
adjust my fanny pack.
Are you gonna try to break through the window then?
Is it actually inside?
It sounded as though it was from inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's blast some of these boards.
All right. Athletics. Actually, just a strength check for me.
Crit.
You smash through this window, and
Attack.
it is perfect. You're going to be able to climb through this with ease.
Nice. Can I follow him?
I climb in.
All right.
Can
So, yeah, you can all follow him.
I'll bring up the rear.
Cool.
I'll brandish my mace high.
So as you clamber into this room, it is indeed a kitchen with a stove on the far side of the room. The door is slightly ajar, leading out of this room. It's slightly open inward towards you, and like I said, there are several barrels around you to your right, to the eastern side of the room, and on the west, there's actually a closed wooden door that goes off to the west.
Are we heading that direction from which we heard the glass shadow?
It sounded as though it was coming through the direction of the closed door.
I think so.
We'll head that direction.
Should probably see who's with us,
Yeah.
especially for
Find
looting.
out if there's any nefarious.
And now that we're looting and scooting.
We're gonna
no
loot and
good
scoop.
doers. Is my detect magic showing me anything?
Hold on a second. I just rolled the dice with my foot and rolled a natural 20. I just wanted to.
Well done.
I rolled it for
Nice.
no reason, but I
Nice.
rolled it with my foot and rolled a natural 20, and I'm very happy.
That's a
you
crit.
do not see anything in this room that is illuminating.
Excellent.
Well,
Neato.
let's open the door.
All right, you open the door and it leads directly into a hallway. There's a wall 5 feet in front of you, and it's an intersection going to the right. To the right, as you look down, it looks like it leads back into the larger living room with the fireplace, with the mounted antlers above it. And then as you look to your left, it enters into the hollowed out turret room. And from where you're standing, you can see that there is another fireplace on one of the curved corners on the south side.
Nice.
To the
Lead the way, Donkey Man.
We going Donkey Man. All right,
I don't know where I'm heading.
go for it, Donkey Man.
There's some light source
Upstairs?
in here.
There is that's true. There is a
Got
light
the
source.
mace.
The mace.
The mace. Ah, my eyes. Sorry.
Okay. If there is anything magical, just give me a heads up.
Yep. I'll let you know.
I don't want to keep asking.
Yep. You're good.
As-
You don't see anything magical.
Okay.
In this place.
Cool.
Which way would you like to go? To the south or to the north?
Did you say there was a staircase in this room?
There is not a stair. You know that there is a staircase in the living room, which is the room off to your right, the north.
Okay.
But
Could go to the turret
you do
to
not.
our left.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's start off with the turret.
All right. After about 15 feet of this hallway, it opens up into the turret, and this is a circular chamber at the base of this turret. There is a large oak dining table surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs carved with images of stags. Suspended above the table is a massive
Oh dear.
chandelier, nice, tied off with
Nice.
ropes to all the different edges of the circular chamber. There are puddles of water on. There's a puddle of water, on the floor, that has a broken glass by it. But other than this, the rest of the table appears to be normally set, and there's nobody in the room.
Okay.
Or creatures too.
Or creatures. There's nothing. in this
Table
room.
set as in just like plates and cutlery and stuff there.
Yeah.
How
No-
many
no
place
food.
settings are
No
there?
food. There's 6 because there's 6 large chairs.
Okay, and each one like has a spot set.
Yes.
Okay.
And at this moment, from not directly above you, but maybe from somewhere back in the hallway somewhere, and definitely up a floor, if not 2, you hear the sound of a scream followed by the thud of something hitting the floor and a dragging body.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd say we burn the house down.
I can do that,
I concur.
but I want the treasure.
Doesn't matter. There's no point in being here.
Is any of the silverware? Is this table set?
Yeah, this table's set.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like silver? Is it pewter?
Is it
Yeah, it's-
silverware?
It is
Silver.
real silverware.
I'm gonna take as much as I can.
All right. How much? I mean, you take all the place settings, or just the silverware?
I just want the silver.
Yeah,
Are
you
plates
can,
lined
you
with
can take all
gold?
the silverware. Their plates are not lined with gold.
Sad day.
You take all the silverware.
Yeah.
Great. Should I ask you later how much it's worth?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Because you don't know right now.
Nope.
Fine with that.
Okay.
Looting
As long
and
as- I mean,
ransacking,
I don't want to have to
baby.
memorize silverware prices.
I would like to head into the main living room now, the one with the
Yeah, I'll follow.
fireplace and the
Yeah, I go with him.
staircase,
Sweet.
all
I
that.
lift my mace high.
All
The
right.
Statue of Litterby.
Like I said, there are there's dusty sheets that have holes in them that were at one time trying to protect the furniture in this room. There's antlers with cobwebs. Dust covers the floor. And then, so as you walk into the room from the north, the fireplace is on the same wall as the long hallway that you've just walked down. As you look to your right, you see the staircase going up to like a lofted area that has a closed door,
Okay.
and then on the wall, but like before the staircase going up, is a slightly open door that you think may lead back to the kitchen area.
Okay. So looking around the fireplace first. You said that there's like a main mantle. It's got some like antlers on it.
Yep.
Was there anything like alongside either sides of the fireplace?
Can you give me an investigation check?
Okay. No, I can't.
He doesn't know where things are.
4.
The cobwebs and the dust and everything, not that you can see, everything kind of looks haphazardly kind of thrown up on the wall to you.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
Looking at the staircase now then, is the hand railing like as equally dusty and unkempt as everything else?
Another investigation check for me.
He's finding some good stuff. He's really looking.
9.
He's going for
Check
it,
out
though.
my last score.
You notice that there is like it is
Oh, great.
just
Less
compared.
dust.
It's just compared. Honestly, it is still covered in dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it hasn't been scraped recently.
It doesn't look like it's been moved. No.
Okay.
Well, that's weird.
I think that sound is drawing us upstairs.
Then we should
Have
leave.
Have we
Staircase
seen
go
most of
down.
the
There
ground
is
floor?
also as you walk further into the room, and as
Listen,
you're
I am not a
inspecting
brave
this-
man. There's a reason why I didn't stay in the village of the Wan Tea.
There's some money to be made here.
And
I
as
can-
you
I can feel
This is
it.
not a business opportunity. This is
This
some creepy
is.
mansion.
Dude, I got my
Everything is a
silver
business
already.
opportunity.
That's barely anything.
Wouldn't you
I'm just
pay to be
saying.
here? Get the bejesus scared out of you?
as you look
No, I would
over
not
by-
pay to be here.
Well,
In fact, I'll pay you 3 gold for me to just leave forever.
3 gold, you say?
as
I mean, you
as
guys come with me, but yeah.
Oh.
As you inspect the rest of the home and you inspect the staircase, there's also a door at the far northeast corner of the room off to your right that is currently closed.
Hmm.
You hear that sound on the other side of it.
Why does it time so well?
Does the staircase just go up or does it go down as well?
It just goes up and then it stops at the wall, and it looks like the door is on like the right hand side. So you'd have to turn left, I guess, to go into it. Sorry.
All right. Well, nobody's ever called Donkey Dave a coward.
I'm gonna. You're a
Are
coward.
you going
Let's all
upstairs,
go.
or are we checking out
Now
the
that we've
last
all
room
agreed you're
down
a
here?
coward, let's all go.
Nobody's ever called Donkey Dave a coward.
Let's all go because we're
Without
all cowards.
Proper
here.
reason.
All cowards.
With that being said, my lady, if you'd like to take the lead.
Going upstairs,
Yeah.
or going to the room that's still down here?
Well, I guess you're taking the lead.
Let's go upstairs.
All
I raise my mace high.
All right. You walk up the stairs.
Nothing I've
I go up
seen
the stairs.
upstairs. Is gonna
Yeah,
be
are
as
you guys
bad as
going
the
in? Are you
battlefield.
guys ever going in any kind of marching order, like who
I
goes
think
first or?
established right now is Levi, myself, and then Paul.
Gotcha.
I am. If you've ever seen the live-action Scooby-Doo or Scooby-Doo 2, where Scoob is in Shaggy's arms and they are shaking their way down a hallway,
Yeah.
that's just me and my Yilkwa.
You're being carried by your Yokla.
I am
You are in your
carried by
Yoko's
my
arms.
blade.
There we go.
You ask me which one's more horrifying. All right.
Listen,
So,
boys.
do you open the door into this room at the top of the stairs?
Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, well, can I like hear anything besides weird like cackling or childlike noises?
Before we go in, I just want to remind you there's nothing to be scared of if you're the scariest thing in the house.
I am the scariest thing in this house.
I am not a scary. I make maps. That's all I do.
You hear a scream again. No thud falling at this time. Like kind of an older or elderly man scream, but it's coming from behind you down the stairs and actually behind the closed door of the room that you
Classic.
passed.
Nice.
Great.
Awesome.
I open the door to this room.
Great. As you do so, this room looks like it was some kind of parlor. It's so the centerpiece in the center of this square room is a gold inlaid low table.
Gold,
we can
you
carry
say.
that.
around which
Are you gonna carve every piece of gold out of the table?
around which there's a handful of very large chairs again and sofas that are very neatly arranged. There's other furniture in here, but it's mostly a cabinet full of wine
And
wine
dead
glasses,
bodies.
not wine bottles, wine glasses, and large goblets. There is a 6-foot-tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner.
Oh, it's made of gold, guys. You should carry that. I can't wait for you to lug that around everywhere.
Yeah, why don't you carry it?
I don't want to.
I mean, you're not gonna fight, so you can just carry the
Shut
harp.
up. I'm not gonna fight.
And then
I'll
there,
fight. I just don't want to be here. I'll fight because I want to leave here.
there is a staircase again. This is a spiral staircase in the northeast corner,
Okay.
going up. And there are a pile of large dusty sheets laying on the ground next to this spiral staircase.
Interesting.
We're in the room that we just heard the scream from.
Was this the room where it happened?
This is not the room where it happened, meaning the scream, and it came from
Outer space.
Okay.
below you and
Right.
that door that you did not go
Okay.
through yet.
Yeah.
Two references, both ignored.
I was singing.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the wind because it lined up really well with the wind sound.
Okay, so we're not really finding anything.
Yeah. Well, the only thing in this room that could be of value is the wine and.
They're wine glasses. There's
Wine
not.
glasses.
There's not any wine.
You
in
Oh,
wear
there
them.
wasn't any wine.
You wear
There's
them
the
when you're
gilded
drinking
harp.
wine.
You could
I
try to
mean-
pick up the gilded harp.
Could I try to play a little tune on it?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
proficient in the lyre.
Sure.
Which is not a harp.
Not a harp. Can
You know
ro-
what? Not the
lyre
instrument.
is
He's
just a
proficient in
small-
lyre.
harp.
Roll me a performance check.
He serenades the ghosts in the house.
Please leave us alone. You are chill with us.
22.
Nice.
It's a very, very beautiful.
Baggy sweatpants.
It's a very, very beautiful.
Reeboks with the straps.
Very beautiful noise. But as you finish, playing it, there's a creaking sound of a door
And I think
and
to
the slamming
myself,
of a window, like a window shut or something on the outside.
Shorty
Does it sound like it's from the same floor? Is it above, below?
The floor above you.
Floor above us? Okay. Everything's calling us upwards.
Except for the scream that's
Except for
calling you
Paul.
Except for the screams.
I say onward.
I'm going to say this, just real
Onward
quick.
and upward.
I don't want to be mean to anyone, but there better be someone getting tortured that actually needs help up here.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to be in here for no reason.
There better be.
I
some
lift
point
my
in this.
mace high and I walk up that spiral staircase.
Excellent.
Hopefully everybody's following behind me.
Surely
but
God
Does
I
my
would-
Yilqua carry me, Bruno?
The whole party's looking at her.
As you walk up
Sure.
this spiral staircase,
Yep.
you come into a medium-sized
A small, medium, at large.
yeah, a small medium. I love that. It's a small rectangular room. As you enter it, you can see that there is a fireplace off to your right-hand side on the north wall. There is.
I'm going to check the chimney for anything.
It is covered in soot and blackness
It doesn't matter. I'm going to...
and nothing. You don't find anything in the chimney.
Okay.
Oh, I love the bird effect.
I don't like the perfect.
And against the west wall, so straight ahead of you as you walk in, is a very large desk that looks like it's hand carved and has several drawers.
Hey, that looks valuable. You guys should carry
I
that
want to
out.
throw open all the drawers, see if I can find
I
anything.
mean, it's a good idea to look at.
You throw them all open, and most of them are just assorted. Gosh, I love this. All of them are assorted papers. There's no notes, like no scribblings or anything. There's a few maps, and looks like
Maps. Pass them.
and it looks like what could be a map of like a hunting path, and then there is one drawer on the top right side of the desk that is locked.
Let
I
me
mean,
get
we're
my
already not supposed
tweezers
to be
out.
here. Just break the drawer open. Hit it with your mace.
Let me hit the drawer. Let me finesse this a little bit, okay?
Just break it. We're already not supposed to be here. We already broke glass. There's already someone else in here breaking glass.
Do all of the drawers like make sense, like their dimensions, as we pull them out?
Or are there any that are
all,
really short?
all of the ones that you have and are able to pull out, yes, they all make
okay.
sense.
Do any of them have false bottoms?
No.
Cool if they did.
As you, I know. As you are also doodling with this desk, there you do notice that there is a small staircase going, like a normal staircase going slightly down.
Is it going down with the sickness?
No,
Yes.
that ends in a closed door, so it moves west.
I don't like this place.
Can
Here helps
I-
me live.
Try to force the locked drawer open.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Now he does.
All right, just straight strength. 14.
All right, you're able to force this drawer open by breaking the lock. There's several splinters as you pull, as the drawer is forced open. In this, the desk holds a set of what could be calligrapher's supplies and a leather-covered journal that has a wolf's head, like.
Wait, I can use.
Drawn
I
on
think
the
I can
front
use those calligraphy
cover.
supplies. I don't know if I have any, and I think I'm skilled in it.
I'll take them.
I
I'd love to open this journal and see if there's anything inside.
One second.
I don't. Is he? Are you saying?
Calligraphers. Yeah, I can use calligraphers' tools.
Take them.
I want them.
There you go. You can have them. There's nothing magical that you've crossed yet. I want that to be
Excellent.
pointed out. And as you open up the journal and begin reading it, it says something about Mrs. Brantifax?
Brantifax.
Mrs. Brantifax, yeah. And it
Brantifax.
seems like she is writing about her life, and her thoughts towards this house and her family. Would you like to read further?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Are they like positive, negative thoughts?
She really hates this house, but really loves her family.
Okay.
It describes her husband, whose name is Baron Brantifax. He was an avid hunter and often invited guests to the what she calls the chalet to hunt with him, and the Baroness, Mrs. Brantifax, admired Baron as for his generous nature and his vigor for hunting. The Baron loved and trusted his mastiff, which was named Bronin, as much as he did his wife and children.
Nice.
And the Baroness disliked it when the Baron fed the hound scraps from the dining room table. The Baroness felt very isolated when she was at the chalet. She much preferred the trappings of civilization and a large city. She references Sylphony, who is the couple's firstborn daughter, who is bedridden and having been born with terrible physical deformities. She died at a very young age.
That's a bummer.
And then it mentions
It's still here.
and then it mentions Heluth, the youngest daughter of the Baron and Baroness, who is tomboy in nature, much more like her father than her mother. Heluth was slain on her 9th birthday, killed by a wolf while out hunting with her father. The Baroness doesn't blame her husband for Heluth's death, but neither does she absolve him of his guilt. Both daughters were buried in the chalet's graveyard at the Baron's insistence. Thank you. That word was really giving me trouble.
It's okay. Sometimes my brain doesn't work either.
In her final journal entry, the Baroness speaks of evil whispers in the graveyard and makes plans to leave the chalet Brantifax, vowing never to return.
Well,
Yeah, cool. Should we go check out the grave sites and see if they're empty or not, or what?
I don't want to look at that empty door. That's at the bottom of these stairs. Or the locked door.
Is there anything else up on this level?
There was the staircase that you came up. The spiral staircase also continues to go up. But then there was the other staircase that I mentioned before on the southwest side of the room that kind of goes like halfway down, almost like a half story, the opposite of a loft.
Okay. Are we like in the turret right now?
No, you are on the east side of the building.
Okay.
So the one that you approached and saw first. Almost above the front door.
Can I look around again, see if there's like any footsteps that aren't ours in the dust or anything like that?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Maybe the real treasure was the panic attacks we had along the way.
It was. It was, Paul.
19.
You see several bird prints, not human.
A bird prince? Is it singing Purple Rain?
Birds.
Yeah.
As you're looking
That's
around
almost
this
the sound a
room,
bird
you
makes.
hear the rush of a mighty wind sweep through the house, and then complete silence. That was a good touch. Thank you.
Nice touch.
You're welcome.
Well done.
Let me know if I should turn it back on.
Oh, you can turn it back on now. The silence only lasts for a few moments.
Of course, is a raven.
I don't know.
Well, should we go to the locked door? That's down just a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Or well, we don't know if it's locked. It's just closed.
Yeah, it's just closed.
We walk to this door.
This door is not locked. As you push it open, It leads to a long hallway going south and north.
Oh, baby.
After about 10 feet to the north, it actually does continue to go west more, but you don't see where that hallway leads off to right now.
There's no doors. We just keep following the hallway.
There is one door. So instead of going 10 feet to the north, if you go 10 feet to the south, there is a door on the far west wall. Excellent choice, my liege. As you step into this room,
Instant death pit fall trap. We die. Library was a dumb thing. We didn't even get what we wanted.
This is
and the adventure's over.
a
Thank
very
you.
spacious bedroom that has walls decorated with several hunting trophies of stags and wolves and very large beasts.
Baby.
And his daughter.
There is
Just a
four
stuffed daughter.
There's a large four-poster bed
Poor poster bed.
that stands
That's what
against
poor people sleep in.
the south wall. Its bedposts are carved to look like stags.
Nice.
And opposite the bed, on the north wall, is a stone hearth with a black marble mantle, with more stuffed creatures over it. There is a bare, dust-covered writing desk sitting against the wall under a pair of tall windows, flanked by drapes.
Is there anything on the writing desk?
No, it is empty.
Is there any drawers to the writing desk?
Nope.
Is
But-
it covered in dust?
Yes.
Good.
There
That's at least a good thing.
Yes, there is an empty dog kennel in the southeast corner of this room. And at that moment, you hear a very loud dog bark from above you.
Like the floor above us?
Yeah, like the floor above you.
Okay.
Bork.
Bork.
Bjorn.
Blim.
Well,
All right. Well, it seems like answers to any of our questions are going to be upstairs again.
do we just keep going upstairs?
That's what I'm feeling, honestly.
Well,
I hate
You know where the spiral
I hate
staircase
my
is.
life so much.
or we could keep exploring this floor.
No, let's go. Let's move on.
Okay,
The
we're
more
going
we
upstairs.
move, the better it'll be.
I feel like the more we explore, the more questions that we're gonna have to have answers to. Let's just get the answers first, and then we can burn the house down. Boom.
Okay.
No more questions.
All right.
All
These
right, you
questions
choose to
will
go up the spiral
all
staircase.
be-
We go up the spiral staircase.
When the log rolls over, we'll all be dead.
As you walk up the spiral staircase, as the first couple steps, you hear a it could be at the top of the staircase. You hear a child's laugh.
Nice.
And as you continue walking up, this must be the attic. It has a peaked roof on top as you come up the staircase that slopes
What are you
down
doing up here, Pete?
toward the east and west. Dust covers everything in this room, including there is another stone hearth in the middle of the north wall. There is an oval mirror mounted above it with an oval rug on the floor. Against the west wall, half hidden behind the curtains and cobwebs, is a bed sized for a young child, a rocking chair, and a shelf lined with dolls and a wash basin. There is a small nook to the south. Yep, sorry. There's a small nook to the south, so towards me if you recall the directions. That has a small wooden cradle, and a wooden playpen, as well as, and suspended above the playpen is a mobile made of colorfully painted fish on the ends of hooks.
No, fish.
Nice. Levi, if watching months of Supernatural has prepared us for anything, it's this moment.
Are we killing God?
We're not killing.
We need to go to the graveyard and burn the bodies.
We need to go to the
We
graveyard.
need to salt and burn the bodies.
Salt and burn the bodies.
All right.
That's it. If that doesn't work, it's an object tying them.
And then we have to destroy the object.
Exactly.
Very
Salt
nice.
and burn.
Well,
All right. What's the name of the? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not in character right now. What's the name? That's still not right. What am I? Southern?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the Southern accent sound like again? There it is.
You got
See,
it.
I want Scared to be my character, but I don't like horror games anyway, and
Yeah.
I'm straight up not having a good time.
I've gone the British again.
Well,
Well,
I don't like this.
what's
at all.
I'm getting tired. Oh
I
my
hate
gosh.
any horror game
What's
ever.
what's
Any
your name
horror
again,
movie.
doll?
Look,
don't
That's
like
still
it.
British. I can't get out of it.
Just go with it. Roll with it.
I
So,
can't-
Hey, y'all,
sorry,
how you
David.
doing?
My name?
My
Hey,
name
howdy.
is Donkus
There we go.
McSonkus.
Yeah, you got
My
it.
name's Donkey Dave. Nope.
My name is Donka Dave.
Dave the
So-
Honky.
if you need a donkey, talk to Dave the
Dr.
Honky.
Dave the Honky. All right. There we go. It's kind of back. Okay. Could you tell me the name of that small child again?
Cletus.
Not Cletus. That's my cousin.
The older daughter or the younger daughter?
Yes.
I'm directing this to the one holding the book here, but the daughters, yeah.
The older daughter was Sylphony,
Sylphony.
and the younger daughter was Heluth.
Heluth.
Sylphony and Duluth.
Sylphony Luth.
Is there any reaction to me saying those names out loud?
Nothing happened.
Well,
Anything magical at all?
No, not that you see.
This place is just a big waste of time.
Said there'd be treasure.
Maybe the real treasure is the friends
The friends
that
made
made
along the way.
along the way.
well,
Just the panic attacks we had along the way.
there's.
Well, I was in this for treasure or interdimensional traders, and honestly, I'm kind
You're
of
getting neither right
You're
now.
getting neither.
ticked off. I haven't seen anything from either.
Welcome to Life at the Library.
I'm just gonna start tearing
What do you think
stuff
this has
up.
been like?
I'm gonna start tearing stuff up.
You're gonna just tear the room up.
He's
Yeah.
a terrorist.
Yeah, I'll help him. I want to see if there's anything in this room.
I'm gonna go to the
Wait,
graveyard.
Anything of value.
Wait, so whoa. All three of you said different things. What happens first?
I'm helping David rip this room to pieces.
I
What
want
do
to go
you
to the
grab?
graveyard,
As you walk, okay.
but I don't want to go alone.
Elris walks. Okay.
I'm not
Elris
going
doesn't
alone.
walk
I'm
out
just
of the room?
voicing what I want to do, but I'm not leaving without anyone else.
Great. What do you try to tear up
Wait.
first?
Can I look out the window? Can I see outside of the window?
Yeah, you can look.
I misty step to the outside. I go to the ground outside.
You do so. You are in between the house and the garden.
Nice.
Cool. I turn into a puff of smoke and then appear out on the ground. Outside.
All right.
Okay.
What do you two do?
We're pulling an FBI/spy movie,
Yeah.
ransack the whole place,
What do
looking
you-
for stuff.
What do you grab first in this room?
The dolls.
Flip the bed.
I'm gonna
Flip
check
the bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Don't
under
touch
the
the
roll,
dolls.
Roll for initiative.
I win. Leave the house. Leave the house. Leave the house. I win.
Oh, that's an 18. I like that. The dolls.
Of course they're bad. Of course they are.
That's why I grabbed him first.
I rolled a 17.
17. Great. What'd you roll?
18.
12.
So, it will go this way, but there is a round of surprise because you were not expecting this fierce, specter comes up out of the crib in the southern part of
I was
the
expecting
room.
it. I did. I expected everything. That's why I'm outside.
And she screams very shrilly and says, "Get out of my room!" and takes her ghostly hand and
Is this? I mean, I'm not there, but for clarification for the audience, is this one terribly malformed or deformed?
this one is, I mean, Which one was the older one?
Silverado.
Silverado.
Yeah, so
I
she
was
does.
also gonna
She
say
does
that,
have.
yes.
She does have several physical deformities.
Mm.
But in her spectral form, it kind of just looks like part of it looks normal. Like her deformities in her arms and legs just add to the way that like a dead person would look.
Sure.
And so
The real ghost was the dead girl we found along the way.
wait, you were reaching for the dolls, and what were you reaching for?
I was going for the bed.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
It's gonna attack you.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
fair.
That's great.
I would like to cast Cutting Words.
Okay.
Basically, I'm gonna say, now hold on, dear. Hold on, dear. We're just here to help. You can subtract 4 from her roll.
All right. Does a 2 hit?
It does not. It does not.
She
Nice.
reaches for you through, and it just like her specter hand is deformed and too short to reach you, unfortunately.
Nice.
Let
Let me know when it's my turn.
Top of the round is Callie.
All right. I cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. Is that radiant? Damage.
What is it?
I think it is.
It should be.
It's a ghost. It only
Yeah,
took
it is
damage
radiant
from magical
damage.
weapons or light stuff.
It's radiant damage.
Sweet.
And it's a roll hit. And I roll a 25. Does it hit?
Yes.
Excellent.
That's a good. That's a really good roll.
That'll
honestly.
do.
I wish it would have critted, because that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Why so spicy? It will take 16
Right,
damage,
right.
and the next attack roll made against it before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Sweet. The girl shrieks and continues to say, "Leave this place."
Nope, correct.
Paul?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do I hear the screams from
Yeah,
inside?
you hear the shrieks, and you see a beam of like light briefly shine in the window where you Misty stepped away from.
Awesome. Knowing that I made the correct decision to leave on my own, I go, and I'm gonna go walk towards the graveyard.
Okay. You use your movement to walk to the graveyard. You walk to the front of the graveyard, which is actually straight ahead of you.
Oh, nice, nice, yeah, yeah.
So you make it to, you can make it into the graveyard. There is a large iron gate, so there's an open gate with an archway above it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
the archway reads gosh, what is it? It reads Brantifax.
Oh, the family name.
Yes.
Cool. Yep. Can I enter?
Yep, so you make it 10 feet into the graveyard and notice that there are 4 tombstones in this graveyard.
Can I see the names on them, or am I too far away?
You are currently too far away.
Too far away to read names. Okay. Then I pass my turn.
All right, what do you got there, Duncan?
Although I will wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry. End of turn thing. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis at level 2 on myself, giving myself 10 temporary hit points.
Great.
Very
And a sheen of ice armor.
Great.
I will back up from the bed, position myself kind of just behind the shoulder of Miss Callie here.
You will provoke an opportunity attack from moving.
Oh yeah, I will, won't I? Did she take like a slash at me?
She will try to swipe at you, yes.
Okay. Yep. She was within melee range, I guess. Well, I don't want to waste my action, so I want to try talking to her. So I'm gonna stay within range there, and I'm just gonna go. Now slow down, dear. Slow down, dear. What's her name again? It's
Shoddy got low.
Silverado.
Like Sylvie?
Silva.
Sylphony.
Sylphony. Now slow down, Sylphony. We're just adventuring through your house. We read about about you and your mother, and we don't want to have to hurt you. Now, I know that Callie here put the hurt on you, but we don't have to do this any farther if we can gain control of our senses. We want to help you. We want to put you to rest.
You say this.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to have any impact on her.
Sounds good.
You did shoot her, so.
Try so hard.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Was that an action or was that just talking?
That was just talking to her. You still have an action.
Okay.
I'll consider it like an interaction type thing, like you tried speaking to her.
Okay. I will disengage then and back up.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna pump up my girl Callie. Little bardic inspiration.
Thanks, bro.
Like, all right, she won't listen to reason. She'll listen to force.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
It is the Spectre's turn. Okay.
Adios.
Does an 18 hit you, Callie?
As a reaction, I'm going to impose disadvantage. So you see a bright flare. I don't know, come from one of my hands.
Does my roll still stands at 18?
Piss. Yeah, it is.
All right.
My AC is 18. Rolls 2 18s.
You take 12 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a
Ooh.
Constitution saving throw.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Why so spicy? It's a 13 for my con save.
Awesome. Top of the round. Callie.
I miffed.
This specter literally just reached her hand into your chest and tried to rip out your heart.
I'm pissing miffed.
Pissin' miffed, mate.
I'm going to cast level 2 inflict wounds, which
Great.
has advantage. Because it's not the end of my turn yet.
Excellent.
Does a 21 hit?
Yep.
All right, give me 4d10.
Okay.
I have 3 of these dice. It's 35 damage.
What type of damage?
Inflict
Holy
wounds
Necrotic, wouldn't it be?
would be necrotic damage, yeah.
Awesome. Is it with your mace, I'm assuming, or something like that?
It's a touch spell.
Oh, sweet. As you touch this creature and your hand glows black against it, the girl looks down for a moment, looks back up at you, and giggles in your face.
I made the right decision. I made the right
It looks as if it had no
decision.
effect.
Piss.
What would you like to do for the rest of your turn?
Reload my save and cast a different spell.
No. Nope.
I mean, I stand here. I don't give a complete rip.
Way to heal the freaking ghosts.
I pass.
All right.
That's my turn.
Elris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and read some tombstones, please. Some tombstone pizzas.
All
What
right.
flavors are they?
The first flavor, you have to come within 5 feet in order to read it. That's how thick the fog is here in this graveyard.
That's okay. I'm covered in ice, so my ice armor keeps getting thicker because it's so foggy, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
Now
yeah.
I'm wearing the entire outside as my armor.
Nice.
The first gravestone reads, Baron Brantfax, husband, father, hunter, Let no man stand above another.
Oh, what a nice guy. Next one.
The next one reads is Brorin, Hound of Brantifax, faithful to the end.
I don't think I'd want to call my wife a hound, but okay. Next one. Wait, that's her name, right?
No, this was the dog.
Oh, that's the dog.
I don't know if the
I'm
wife
mistaken.
died.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
think the wife died.
No, she left. Yeah. Okay, next one. Sorry.
Hluth, our pride and joy, lost too soon.
That's the one.
Yep, I know that's the one that they're dealing with, probably, right?
No.
Oh,
Actually,
no,
I don't.
it's-
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can't help you.
That's not the one, anyways. I just remembered. We're dealing with
Yeah,
The
someone
last
says the
one
nest.
is Sylphony.
Are any of these
The
areas
youngest one.
disturbed in any way?
All of them appear to be normal graves.
Okay.
Sylphony reads, Beloved daughter, may she find peace at last.
Well, she didn't, but I want to desecrate some corpses, but I don't know how to do that in a way that's...
I mean, you could try digging if you wanted to. You've used all your movement.
Yeah, I've used all my movement. I haven't used my actions yet. Can I? We're probably not in an area where they just dig 6 feet down for I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I probably just want to stab down into into things or stab through headstones or something.
What do you choose to do?
I just don't like dealing with this and I don't know what to do. I'm going to stab down. No, I'm at the youngest one already. I can't move back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stab down
How deep can you stab?
at 3 feet. Is the tip of my blade. It's 3 feet from the hilt.
Awesome. You
It's a 5 foot long weapon. I could put the handle down more.
you stabbed straight down and doesn't seem to hit anything.
Nothing. Okay, so but it's just kind of yeah.
Sweet.
I hate this.
Donkey Dave.
Donkey Dave.
Donkey Dave.
Donkey Dave. I reload my save and cast a different spell.
I reload my save and don't stab into the ground.
Donkey Dave.
I don't know what I thought I was gonna do.
Mm, 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 mm.
What?
It's a big rip. I'm sorry, Levi.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. I look around the room. Is there anything? Oh, what is there?
I'm gonna
Again?
tear this
It's the
lace off.
dolls. It's the cribs. It's a bed. Was
There's
there
the
anything-
fire. There's the fireplace, and then the stairs leading back down. Other than that, this room is pretty much empty.
Is the fireplace ignited?
No.
Crap.
Why?
Can I get to the dolls without entering range of?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'm going to grab the dolls.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash.
Excellent.
Like, I've got your dolls, and I run. I dash away.
Downstairs, or
Yeah, I'm going downstairs.
all right. The little girl turns to you, smiles,
Okay.
tries to reach into your chest again to grab your heart.
Crap.
Okay.
It's a 14.
It doesn't hit.
All right. And the little girl steps inside of you.
What?
Possession jutsu.
And that's the end of her turn.
Okay.
You're up, big guy. Girl.
She's inside of me?
She stepped into you, so the specter looks like it felt like you feel chill as it steps inside of you, but it's not. You don't feel like you still feel completely like yourself. It's just chilly.
So if I like move like 2 feet
Mhm.
to the side, does she come out of me?
Yes.
Nice. I do that.
You do that.
And I would like her to make a con save.
For what?
DC 14 con save.
Oh my gosh. Do not drop more dice tonight. I fail.
She takes 20 radiant damage
And
as I
explode.
channel the faith in whatever faith I have in an outburst of
She
beautiful
is
energy.
destroyed.
Get absolutely wrecked! You don't hit me and live.
You are no longer in initiative.
I heal myself.
I'm still running downstairs to the ignited fireplace.
Okay. Is there an ignited fireplace in this room?
And all the way down back on the main floor in that living room, there's that fireplace that was ignited.
Did we ever say it was
gosh.
ignited?
It was.
It's ignited, sure.
Okay,
It
yeah,
was.
cool.
I
Yeah.
throw the dolls in there.
Piss.
They burn.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, they
happens.
No, something happens.
All right.
The
They
ghost
burn.
is gone.
That's true.
I defeated the ghost.
Can I do stuff?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out my shovel,
Okay.
and I'm going to dig because it's still alive, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to dig. I have a little pocket trowel. By pocket trowel, I mean collapsible shovel
Nice.
in my equipment.
And I'm ripping the room apart.
You
He's
tear
just
the room
ripping in the
apart,
reeds.
and there's nothing in this room that has any value.
'Kay.
As you go through the grave here,
I'm going to look at my map thing. I'm going to look at my map thing because, I don't know.
Very nice.
In the foggy moors. Wow.
So as you dig and you find the grave of, there is a rotting wooden casket.
Mm.
And as you open it, there is no body. There's no bones in this casket, but fog pours into the open grave. What would you like to do?
Yell for my friends.
Okay.
I'm going to
Anything
yell, I can't kill this thing because it's not even here. Like, really loud.
As you yell this, the fog engulfs you, and I will tell you where you end up here in a minute.
Can we hear him yell?
Yeah, you hear him yell.
I run.
Okay. I'll run
I
outside
don't
too.
like Bruno. I hate this.
And so you both run outside,
Yeah.
and you hop through the window of the kitchen that you had before.
Spell yet.
I've
Which
cast a
means that
lot of spells.
My detect magic should
Nice.
still be up.
As
I've cast
So-
every single one of my spells.
as you hop through the window, you look out into the graveyard
Mhm.
and you can see footprints where it looks like Elris was walking into the graveyard. You also see a mound of dirt on one side of the grave, but you do not see Elris. The footsteps looks as if he was walking and was like standing in the grave. You also notice that there is thick fog in this grave, inside this ground where he was digging.
Okay.
While you think about that, I'll go back to Elris.
Okay. Beautiful.
All right. Elris, you almost as if you wake up. You are lying in an open grave, and you stand up out of the grave and look out. It's as if you were in the largest graveyard you have ever seen, but all the graves are open. They're completely undug. As you look around,
Every single grave is open.
yes.
Do I see any bones anywhere of the girl, the deformed one? The one that I dug up?
No, not in the place that you are standing in. What you do see is in the distance, there is 2 large stone figures atop a stone fence. And now that you're looking around all these open graves, it looks like a stone fence is completely circular as you're standing there.
So sorry, my brain stopped.
It's okay. There's a large iron-looking fence surrounding. Like, this is probably several hundred feet in diameter, but it is a circular iron fence with a gate ahead of you. But there's 2 stone figures sitting on top of each side of the gate.
Cool.
And
Stone figure. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
and as you do, you even get out of the grave?
Nope.
Well, guess I'm there.
I am so not a fan of where I am Bruno.
You are there. For
This is the most terrifying thing either Elris or me has ever experienced, and I've been cursed for life.
That's fair.
I am so not moving that I want to try to pass. I'm not that I'm trying to fake being dead, but I probably could.
Gotcha. You just stay there for now. We'll go
Yep.
back to
I'm
these
not
guys.
doing none of this.
Well,
You see,
Dave, what do you think happened to this guy?
I don't know. I don't see any tracks coming out of
The grave?
where he was digging there.
Do you think he got carried out?
Kind of seems like he just up and vanished. And all this here smoke. Or smog. Or
You're not
fog.
saying that he like climbed into the grave and disappeared in the smoke, are you?
No, that's ridiculous.
I would try to push him into the smoke.
opposed athletics check.
Nice. That's a 10.
There's a 1.
Critically failed.
Yay!
Actually, it's an 8.
You push him off his feet into the thick fog, and you hear him scream, but for a moment, it cuts off, and you do not hear him hit the ground.
I jump in after him.
All right. You all end up laying side by side. Elris.
I'm not moving.
And
I'm not
this-
even reacting
It's
to him
Elvis.
appearing. I'm
And
not doing anything. I'm just.
and if we wanted to, that is where we can end for the night because it is getting mighty late.
Yeah, it is. I feel like there's still more of this, but we'll have to record a different time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Can you please turn off the spooky music and play like
Oh, the
happy
spooky
fun
music can
time?
stop.
Spooky music.
I really hate it.
We
A lot.
are family.
It's a beautiful find. What an ambiance.
Get up, everybody. And
Thank
Really
you
set-
so much for Lake City Variety.
Lake City.
Yeah. Thank you, Varietizers.
Yeah. We'll be back next week to finish this up. And so there's been no bonus episode for last week or this week, but there are still bonus episodes from every week before or almost every week before.
And
But next week, after the exciting conclusion of our one-shot here, we will do a premium. By premium, I mean you have to pay for it. Not that it's necessarily better than anything. Breakdown of the campaign. Just ourselves talking about how we thought it was, how we thought everything was going. But that'll be next time. So for right now, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Bruno, for DMing for us. This has just been really great. It's really nice to get some more D&D time lately. So we'll be back next week, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeehaw.
Hi-yi. Lake City Variety is a product of us, with our intro and outro written by Mia. You can give her a follow on Instagram at Mia_art_1391. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week.
Just three guys who are sitting on a couch and they're recording a podcast.